Oh, they've been amazing. I mean, obviously they've had the home crowd advantage and everything, but they've really outdone everyone's expectations. And I think everyone is just so proud of them, and everyone's been getting behind them, which has been amazing for women's sport. And it's just been really good to see Australia do so well at an international level.
I think obviously they're making history, they're revolutionising women's sport and sport in general, making Australian history for the most viewers on Channel 7 and getting into the semis. And Brick Wall Macca Arnold is showing everyone how it's done. Sam Kerr leading the way, women's representation for all these little girls playing soccer. They're making the OG Matilda Socceroos, or the OG Matildas and the Socceroos and everyone proud. They're just getting the country together and we're living for it.
I think it's so good to see everyone getting so behind women's sport, and the fact that so much of Sydney has made it into big social events. Don't need to talk this personal anecdote, but everyone's getting behind it, which is really good to see, and how much support it's getting, not only in the media but from people that wouldn't usually support women's soccer or soccer in general, which is really good.
Exactly.
I think it's a good plug for soccer in Australia. We love a good soccer, but it's just not that much of a country sport. I think it's good to just give it some props as a sport that we can do well in, we can be on the world stage in, and be a deserved win.
Yeah, I think it'd be crazy. I think a win in Australia when we're hosting it, and if our team, it would be wild. Everyone would not sleep for a week. We'd be proud. There's talks of the national holiday, don't know whether that's going to happen or not if Albo pulls through, but it'd be great, and everyone it would definitely leave a mark in the year of 2023, and we'd all love it.
Just for women's sport in general, I think it'll just have a kind of effect on all other women's sport, and then people will start getting behind WAFL, WNRL, all that kind of stuff, and just backing women and realising that the quality of the sport is actually very good, and that there's other sports than men to just watch all the time.
The talent's there, the interest and the values there.
Exactly.
People want to see it. There's interest in it.
Exactly. I think it's really important for girls to see people who look like them in the media, and to have somebody to look up to, because I know personally when I was little and I was playing sports, I was always looking up to the men because I knew there was women athletes, but I personally play basketball and I really liked Lauren Jackson. She was my idol because she was the greatest women basketballer at the time. So I think especially for little girls playing soccer, to be able to see someone who is so talented and amazing, and to be able to look up to them and just have somebody that they can aspire to be is so important for them in realising that they're important, and that women's sport is actually people want to watch it, and it's not just a variation of a men's sport that they stand by themselves.
Exactly.
Literally.
We don't have anything to prove now, do we?
Exactly what Isla's saying. She's covering it all. But I think people like Sam Kerr, who are challenging those boundaries and who are responding in the media and who are calling journalists and reporters out who are continuing to be misogynistic, it just completely reshapes and restructures the dialogue around women, and misogyny in Australia is rife everywhere, particularly in sport, and they're just completely deconstructing that and making it for little girls who are looking up to them, they realise that they do have power over what career they want to be, and they're really pushing on the glass ceiling there with conversations about gender pay, gender equality, respect for women in general. So I think that they're little girls looking up to them are completely seeing the power that they have to make social change and to continue that into their generation.
I mean, after the recent test match, I think the rivalry has kind of escalated a little bit. I mean, we love our English brothers and sisters, but we're definitely going to be beating them on Wednesday, so...
I think it will be definitely a match in the pubs. I think all of the British expats we have in Sydney at the moment, it's going to be nice and humorous, so it's going to be a fun, friendly match maybe. But definitely rooting for our Australian brothers and sisters, but it's always fun to do it with your neighbours England, you know what I mean? Keeping it in the culture and whatever, but it'll be interesting and definitely funny, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think it's good, maybe foreshadowing some Republic tensions.
Yeah.
But no, I think it's good.
Albo v Sunak.
I think it's really good. And since, Isla was saying about British tests this year, it's good to just flow it right on. And it's exciting to see. And I think since we do so much sport with England and looking at both the teams together, I think it's always fun, especially because there are so many links between the teams. It's interesting to watch.
Just developing that rivalry into another sport now. Not just rugby and cricket, now also
women's football. Yeah, exactly.
Go Matildas!